Hello and welcome. For those of you who haven't met me before, my name is Ross Pepper, and I'm here to present to you today's Friday bonus. People often ask me, how did you go from working 60, 80 hours a week to taking Friday off to spend with your family? That's a really great question. And I want to share that with you today, how I went from working 60 to 80 hours a week to then taking a day off to spend time with my family. Fridays for me are really sacred. It's one of my most special moments from my entire week, where I get to take an entire day off just to focus on my family. And that's what I want from you. And it's really easy to achieve if you know where to look. Have you ever noticed that 80% of your results come from 20% of the work that you do? 20% of your time and your effort produces 80% of your results. And it's that 20% that we need to focus on. And it's the other 80% that you need to let go. There are some things that you can't let go, obviously. So, paying bills and wages and doing things like that are really critical. But having that streamlined to be as minimal as possible, and even outsourcing if you have that opportunity. So if you want to achieve more, what you need to do is you need to focus on that 20% that is getting you the 80% of the results. Because if you were only spending 20% of your time, you'd still be achieving 80% of your results. If you then doubled that and spent 40% of your time focusing on the 80%, you're in theory going to be getting 160% of your results. So to achieve this, what you need to do is you need to first write down everything that you spend your time on. Work out where your 20%, getting 80% of the results, work out where that sits. Highlight those items and do more of those. Focus your time on those actions and tasks. And what you want to stop doing is the 80% of stuff. Just those things that suck up your time and really don't get your result at the end of the day. Those 80% tasks that are only getting you 20% of your results, you really want to cut those out altogether. If they can't be removed, delegate them wherever possible. And by focusing 40% of your time on what is typically been getting you 80% of your results, can double that. And the more I focus on that 20% and I get clearer about that, the more productive my time becomes. So year on year, I get to grow my business and outperform my results every year because I'm focusing on that 20%. That 20% gets clearer and clearer for me every year because I intentionally figure out where my time is being wasted. And I regularly write down what I'm spending my time on, measure it with the results, and I stop doing things that aren't working for me. So if you want the same results for your life and your business, spend a couple of minutes now writing that down. Maybe you want to do it this evening. You got some time this evening? When you get home, spend your time figuring out what that 20% is that's going to get you 80% of your results. You focus there, and anything's possible. Have an awesome week. I'd love to hear how you go, figuring out what your 20% is, so you can have time back with your family and increase your business results. And that's what's really important to you. Have an awesome week. I look forward to chatting to you again soon.